Hello, my name is Christian Savage, and I'm presenting my final project for the year. Imagine your loved one is just diagnosed with schizophrenia. What now? We should put them in jail, obviously. They're criminals now, and they aren't obeying social norms. Unfortunately, this is a sad reality. 50% of schizophrenia patients report using drugs and illegal drugs, and this is currently what we do with them. We put them in jail because drugs are criminalized, and addicts are criminalized. Our solution really to put half of all schizophrenia patients in jail? And unfortunately, yes, that is our solution right now. My topic is about legalizing drugs. We need to legalize drugs. This is the solution to criminalizing people who need help. I'll go more into it in my topic, but this is what I'll be discussing today. The main points I'll be covering: the war on drugs has failed. The drug abuse often points to a mental health disorder, which I've already discussed a little bit about. We're spending too much money on the war on drugs and are missing opportunity to tax those drugs being sold. Let's talk about drug and alcohol prohibition. This sort of thing doesn't work. This is Al Capone here. We watched as alcohol prohibition created huge amounts of crime and didn't slow the use of alcohol in the population. As soon as prohibition was lifted, we were able to tax the sales of alcohol while reducing the number of criminals. This is exactly what we're facing right now in the war on drugs. This is our prohibition we created by the Nixon administration. It's failing in the exact same way the alcohol prohibition had failed. Currently, increasing drug arrests increases drug use. We are certain of this. I marked it here. I found it in a academic article called "The Legalization of Drugs" by the Cambridge Press. That's Cambridge University. So that was one of my sources I found, where the increasing drug arrests increases drug use. Also, currently in populations over the age of 14 years of age, the use of alcohol is over 90%. This is an astounding number. Alcohol use doesn't necessarily reflect addiction, but it does reflect a system that doesn't value health and well-being of its people. And this goes into my next topic of who we're criminalizing. We aren't helping people with this system. We are criminalizing them. People who use drugs are more likely to have a mental health disorder. 50% of schizophrenia patients report using drugs, as I said at the beginning of this presentation. Imagine putting a family member into prison for having schizophrenia. I want just take a moment and think about, like, if you had a family member and they had schizophrenia, what your solution to that would be. You wouldn't throw them in prison. You would look for them to get mental help. What is the cost? Oh, I went past. Pardon me. What is the cost? The war on drugs, we're currently spending $182 billion annually. And we have currently spent an estimated $1 trillion since we started the war on drugs. These are two other sources I found. Each one is cited here about how much we're spending. That money can be the drugs being sold could very easily be taxed and applied towards healthcare systems for these people. So this is my solution. It is not about so much criminalizing these people and just making these things legal. My ultimate solution is to help these people. The issue here is prohibition. Prohibition has failed. We're criminalizing the mentally ill, and we are wasting time, money, opportunity, and resources. The solution is to cut our losses and start working towards helping people who need it. We need to help these people. We absolutely should be helping these people and supporting them. Mental health is number one it can solve a lot of these issues, and we just don't work towards that in this country. Our solution is treatment and not preventive care. This would be a preventative care measure, is if we started treating these people before they become addicts or as they are addicts, to help them become healthier and put them back into a society that works for them and with them and not against them. The country wanted booze, and I organized it. Why should I be called the public enemy? Al Capone said this. And he's right. This is what the people wanted, and he organized it, and he made a lot of money off of it, and he was a criminal. Was what he's doing right? No, but he worked in the system that made what he was doing necessary. If it wasn't him, I believe it would have been anyone. Someone would have done it. This is where criminalizing these things is an issue, and why legalizing it is the solution. Taxing alcohol became the solution. People now can drink responsibly. There's more laws and regulations for underage folks. It's a better system. It may not be the best system, but it is absolutely a step in the right direction compared to where we came from with Al Capone's era. This is my presentation. This is my persuasive speech. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've taken something from it as well. Thank you.